If you had a superhero name, what would it be? BBC girl.
Oh, okay.
BBC girl. Next up on the menu, we have Bobbie Altof just lost everything. Now, if you're not familiar with Bobbie Altof, she is a TikTok influencer. She was a mom, mother, lifestyle type thing of influencer. That was her niche. That's what she did until she saw the Hot Tour girl blow up and make a podcast, or she was like, oh, I should make a podcast. But then, so she made a podcast, and it's called the Very Good Podcast, whatever the fuck she called it. And she would host celebrities, and she had a little shtick to her where she was very dry, but not like charismatically dry like Moist Critical, but like dry like like disinterested dry, you know. And it was entertaining to see. Rappers, celebrities, artists dealt with her in that awkward back and forth, but it looks like it's all coming crashing down. So let's get a bite of the video. Talk to me.
So it has been a couple of months since we last caught up with Bobbie Altof, and the last time we did, it looked like she had successfully pulled off the pump fake, at first acting as though she would be quitting the internet forever, while admitting to her haters that she had completely fallen off.
As you guys know, this podcast started off just with a girl with a dream to make more money. I didn't know I would fall off as quick.
Well, that's not very inspiring, isn't it? I mean, it's real, I guess. Thank you for being honest and authentic. But you saying, oh, I did this podcast because I wanted fucking money, instead of, oh, I think it's fun, I enjoy it. That tells us as soon as the money stops coming in, you're no longer doing it, which means you're only doing it for money and you aren't really that invested into it.
Quickly as I did. To be honest, I did think this was going to last a bit longer.
But then it was revealed that this was all a massive ploy to usher in her new podcast called Not This Again, where she and Drake would hop back into bed once again to create
she roped him in again somehow. Okay.
Massive amounts of cringe.
I don't like the sound of this. What are you singing?
What the fuck is he doing? Drake just hasn't been the same after that Kendrick shit, but yeah. This is odd.
I feel like I've heard what you're singing. Can I Shazam this?
No, I just made that up.
Okay.
People also say that I got a BBL, right? They call me BBL Drizzy, so.
Oh, that's true.
BBL.
I don't know if my wagon looked crazy when I walked in here, but.
Now from the very start, attempting to recreate lightning in a bottle like this did not work. Yes, the interview itself did garner millions of views all of these months later, but in terms of the clips going viral, or this launching her new show into a different stratosphere, or really creating any sort of positive buzz for Bobbie online, it really did not work out in their favor, with Bobbie taking the brunt of the scrutiny online, while Drake at the very least came out with some funny moments at her expense.
You're cute. They don't think you look 40 in the face. You know, they think lovely things about you, and I think that you take that immediate reaction and you wear it, you know, you wear it like a romper.
Because the things that did get clipped were really just Drake subtly, or in some cases blatantly clowning on her, calling her a bad parent and essentially saying that she was being passed around the industry.
Leaving on your daughter's first birthday was a slapper.
12 months old.
No, I'm just saying it's not like she's not gonna remember the childhood trauma that you caused her until she watches these interviews back, and that
The
is
childhood trauma is crazy.
No. If you had a superhero name, what would it be? BBC girl.
Oh, okay.
BBC girl.
That's where we're gonna end. That's crazy.
Because Bobbie Altof has a thing for black dudes now. Her husband was white, I believe, but now she has a thing for black dudes. You know what they say, once you go black, you never go back. So another way that whole saying is being reinforced and galvanized and emboldened, but that aside, Drake is cooking her ass. Holy fuck.
How about you redo that without that?
Sorry. If you had a superhero name, what would it be? What would it be? The world thinks that you just...
I'm a whore?
No. No.
That's definitely what
No,
people
they just think that
say.
you magnetically attract the biggest anacondas on planet Earth.
Overall, I do feel like this podcast was a tough watch for anyone with an IQ level above room temperature. And my immediate thought after seeing all of this different promo was that Drake now owned Bobbie's likeness in some sort of way. Because not only did he essentially launch her into the mainstream a couple of years back, but it was clear to me that he was now making a conscious effort to try and revive her from the ashes of irrelevance.
I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Oh, wow.
Because it's not comfortable.
Excuse me.
I didn't say my shirt. I said
Wow,
my
we're going to
shoes,
get
so
right
what are
into
we-
it, huh?
You act like I said my shirt.
No, I know,
So
but
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
take my
saying, I
shoes
didn't know if you want the people to know how
Choosing.
comfy we get.
But now in the 5 months since the humiliation ritual, Hawk Tuah 2.0 has had nearly nothing going on. Yes, she did do an interview with Kevin Durant 2 months after that did do decently, but much like with Drake, I think it was more about the fact that Kevin rarely does interviews, and so naturally his massive amount of fans were inclined to watch.
Would you date someone with kids?
How many kids are we talking?
Like 6.
Hell no. The fuck?
And honestly, if anything, I think that this was really just KD doing a solid for his longtime friend, who I truly think does have a vested business interest in the industry plant herself.
Welcome to a much more refined, poised, and pleasant.
Pleasant. I don't know about that.
I know, I don't
I think
know.
that was just a word you.
I'm trying to get you brand deals.
Now, when we further dissect the wilting of this plant, you may notice that she is only posting at a pace of around 1 podcast every 2 months with her new show. And I must say, to her credit, she really did try and drop the dry, rude, sarcastic vibe, and has attempted to be more open and less confrontational with her guest.
I've only been to 1 concert.
They never just brought you and said, come on, Bobbie.
It was 1 time. No, he didn't.
Come on, little Bobbie.
But overall, she is still incredibly boring and poorly researched. It's like she really brings nothing new to the table. And even worse, she has seemingly teamed up with the likes of Logan Paul to be sponsored by Pisswater Prom.
Oh god, fuck hell! Why does Logan Paul have to dip his grubby little mitts into every fucking thing, bro? Him and his brother are such a joke. Jake Paul is even bigger of a joke than Logan Paul. I'm sorry, I just think that's the case.
I am that comfortable because I drink Prime. Yeah.
And that kind of combination is kind of like diarrhea sponsoring an EDM festival porta potty. Now that's some nasty shit. Now, regardless of her only releasing 5 episodes, with 2 of them now being deleted due to poor performance, she is already moving on to the next season of her newfound show. And in the announcement trailer, she is becoming painfully self-aware.
My first marriage fell apart. Everybody thinks I'm a bad person because I missed my daughter's first birthday. And I don't even know if me and Drake are still friends.
That feels very specific.
Do you remember how well I was doing 2 years ago?
You were huge,
Yeah,
and now you feel irrelevant,
I am.
obsolete,
Yeah.
unpopular.
So this little skit is essentially Bobbie
Why are they
addressing the
frying
elephant in the room in the most sarcastic way possible, spelling out each and every so-called hate comment that she has received since her popularity online began to unfold.
Do you want to know what I did last night?
Yes.
I watched a 45-minute video on YouTube about my fall off. Studying Bobbie Altof's fall off. That's what it was called.
People love to see a train wreck.
In my old videos, I would play this character, this girl who was unlikable, who was a bitch, didn't research anyone she interviewed. Fast forward and I read all those comments and I'm like, I'm not gonna be a bitch anymore. I'm gonna try to be likable. And now my videos went from
You are trying. That's the problem. See, when you have to actually try and force yourself to be something for an extended period of time, you find yourself always having to force yourself to do this said thing. Chances are it's not for you, or chances are you're not invested into it. You don't have an aptitude for it. You're not like, this is not your calling type shit is what I'm saying. When you have to force yourself, like every single time you have to force yourself, it's not like on your circadian rhythm to just like do it. It's not like something that you enjoy doing either. When you have to force yourself to act likable, you already lost the plot. Just be your fucking self. That's all you have to do. Be yourself and have confidence in yourself. I know you hear this shit in cliches, animes, movies, cartoons all the time. Shit, hell, even your fucking mom or dad. But it's literally that simple. It's true. Be yourself, believe in yourself, and then move through life with positivity. Maintain a positive frequency and hold to it. Then good shit will come. Focus only on the good shit. When it rains, it pours, more good shit will come. Once you focus on the negative shit, more negative shit comes. She is invested in the bad shit, so more bad shit is gonna come. When it rains, it pours. I keep telling you guys this. This is how it works. She's invested in bad shit. No, it seems like nothing can go good for her now. At all. Now she's trying to act likable. And putting it out there that she is acting likable. She didn't say, oh, I just had a mindset shift. Or, oh, I don't know. Or brush it off or whatever. Try to, maneuver around the subject just to make it seem like this is naturally her just becoming more likable. She did it like, oh, I'm acting, I think I should just act more likable. Yeah, I'm sorry if I hit the mic there too. But you guys, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say.
I'm getting millions of views to nothing. No one watches what I do anymore.
No one watches them anymore.
So clearly Bobbie is a fan of the work of this channel. In all
A fan of negativity as well.
seriousness though, this is pretty much Bobbie explicitly stating that she will be going back to biting the deadpan, funny Marco style that made her go viral in the first place.
So she's not even committed to acting like she... Oh, she's just flip-flopping, right? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not what you want to do, guys. When something is not going your way, you don't want to shift to your old paradigm. You don't want to do that. Because if the old paradigm wasn't working, there was a reason why you shifted. Correct? It's like not going back with your ex. Aye.
What do I do?
Well, do you think going back to this old character, this persona, would help you?
Yeah, it would help me.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Why don't you tell me, okay? It made me more money, right? It made me
But
more.
it's not just about the money. It's
It
about
is
the
about
craft.
money.
It's about the love.
Everything
Of the-
is
Exactly.
about money.
About the interview.
And that's what she thinks. She thinks it's all about the money. All about the money. And what you don't understand is when you only do shit for the money, the soul isn't there. We see it in video games. We see it in projects. We see it in movies. We see it in companies. We see it everywhere. When there's no soul there, no one fucking cares about it. It's just another fucking product. We have millions of those. We have millions. What people are looking for is someone who uploads every week, almost every day, whenever he doesn't fuck up a video and doesn't fucking have a technical difficulty or anything like that. They're looking for someone who uploads every day, every week, and who is here for them to make sure they have a better day, and loves this content creation shit and likes to watch videos and stuff like that. That's what they're looking for. You know what I mean? Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying.
No one gives a flying fuck about nice Bobbie. She's sold out, now she's back. And better than ever, and bitchier than ever.
So I go back to the character.
Great work today.
I go back to the character, you're saying?
So brave.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. And if I don't make money, then you don't get paid, so.
And while Bobbie may act like she's in on the entire joke, or like she does not care what people online
There's too much truth in this joke. There's way too much truth interlaced with it. That's how you know it's not unequivocally a joke. This shit is like real. This is like fucking too real. It hurts.
have to say about her, she has left this very long trail of breadcrumbs that suggest otherwise. In fact, she removed that trailer from YouTube after it got only around 10,000 views in a couple of days, likely due to the poor performance. And I say that because she has admitted to doing this in the past, as she really thinks that she has to remove any sign of failure from her life.
Because I was putting out 10, 15, 20 videos a day, getting no views. And I thought it was so cringe, but I was like, well, whatever. I would delete them, of course, after a day because I don't want to leave a history of me failing.
And
That's not what you want to do. You see, you may look at my channel and you see a bunch of videos with either 1, 2, no views at all or anything like that. It's because I'm not putting them out there for the fucking views. I'm putting them out there because I'm honing my craft of this content creation reaction channel shit. I have a second channel you can go check out. It's called hesSpaidz. It's more high production type things, more high effort videos. And I'm going to start posting on there soon too. I'm going to be doing body cams called Goober Meals. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy that because they've done well in the past. So we're going to revitalize that channel, start posting on that again. I just wanted to try this venture of doing my reaction channel. It's been going good. I'm glad you guys are supporting it. watching it all, hitting the like button, subscribing, commenting, all of that. It helps a lot. Even if you don't like the video and you dislike it, still helps a lot. Thank you. That aside, you see a trail of all my old videos. You see a trail of how my thumbnails have evolved and everything. You see all of that. When people can see your progression, and I can't prove this unequivocally, this is anecdotal, and this is how I feel. When people see your progression, it's more real because people see that, oh, he has a realistic background. He has a realistic story as to how he got there. That's interesting. And this is if you care about how people perceive you, which is another problem in itself anyway. But if you do care about how people perceive you, this is gonna fuck you up, deleting all your old shit, because you just having your high production shit on your channel. You will only have highs. You won't have any lows. What you're looking for is higher highs and higher lows. That's what you're looking for. If that's all you're in it for is the money and views, right? You're looking for higher highs and higher lows. That's all it is. So if you have no lows, when you do have a low, it's going to look very fucking low then in comparison to your highs. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you guys? Comment down below if it did.
I sat through this hour-long interview that she did only around 11 months ago when things were going significantly better for her. And out of the entire hour, around 40 minutes of it was dedicated to her discussing her haters online, especially in regards to comments.
Oh, God. You never want to do that, ever. You never, like, unless the comment is funny as fuck, you never want to put it on the screen and fucking go back and forth with it. You see what happened to Scotty Fitness. We know bro's a fucking monster now. You never want to do that. Unless the comment is very fucking funny. If it's very funny, you can laugh with it, you can joke with it, but you cannot put any ounce of yourself in that comment because you need to realize that shit is not equivalent to you. It's not. It's really not. Hate comments, whatever. You can delete them, you can do whatever. Just don't fucking give them publicity on your main stage, which is your channel's videos. You can reply to them, yes. But only if you don't put any emotion into that reply. If it doesn't tick you off, if it doesn't fucking interfere with your emotions. It's a science to this. There's levels to this shit, bro.
Sections and how much they break her down on a daily basis.
When my face looks really bad because I get bad filler and people all have something to say about it, I'm like, fuck you.
You kind of block it out, you don't read it, or you do read it and just...
I mean, I heavily filter my own comments.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like
you
when
can't say ugly. You can't say... You should...
Damn! So what if you have an ugly fucking person on your podcast? You can't say, damn, Bobbie is fucking gorgeous, but that other person's fucking ugly, hideous, atrocious.
See my filters. My comment filters are like ugly, Botox, filler.
Now, rule number one for anyone trying to do anything on the internet is to know when to let the comment section go. You know, I for one really love to read the comment section on most of my videos. Even when my viewers are crushing me for something I've done wrong throughout this 7-year career I found myself in, which has obviously happened many times, it's like at least I know you guys are being real with me. Bobbie, on the other hand, has completely fallen victim to the internet abyss, where she has been eaten alive by random people online.
She was 1. She's not going to remember that. My parents worked on so many of my birthdays, but that is people's biggest critique of me, is that I left my daughter on her first birthday. Like, that makes me a bad mom because I interviewed Drake on my daughter's first birthday.
I would interview Drake on my daughter's first birthday and throw a party separately. Go ahead and judge that. I'm sorry, like...
We knew this in a video that I'd made previously about her in the past, that she was not cut out for this life when she was tearing up, voice cracking while talking about it.
What I'm putting out based on what the comments are saying, and sometimes it's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
But in that same
Definitely does, and that's not a good thing.
vein, she also admits that her haters are essentially her lifeblood.
My personality is annoying. I'm annoying. Why am I still trying?
Do you see her self-image? Guys, you can't have a negative self-image and then expect to do greatness. And if you do, it's lightning in a bottle. It's fleeting. It's not going to maintain and last, and it won't be like you think it will be if you have a negative self-image. Because you will always fuck it up somehow. Because that's what you believe about yourself. You're the person that fucks up shit. You can't do anything right, right? If you believe that about yourself, then that is what will come to you. That is just how it works. You cannot outperform the expectation of what you have for yourself.
I'm a horrible mom.
At least they're talking about you.
I honestly, yeah, because when it's too quiet, I'm like, excuse me, where are my haters at? Now I'm falling off.
She also does the delusional thing where she believes that everyone who has something negative to say about her online must be pigeonholed into a certain box. Specifically, she claims that they all must be conservative men, suggesting to comedian Trevor Wallace that all of his fans are essentially cut from this same cloth.
I think I do stuff for both sides. Like I'll make a video talking shit about guys who drive like Camaros, and then I'll also like make fun of like baristas. So like you can really appease both. But yeah, my celebrity.
That's crazy. Do you know what I realized?
What?
That your number one fans are my number one haters. I think that's my...
Get this, Bobbie Altof does not support the troops.
She also shared this same sentiment during an interview with Teddy Swims that, like I said, has now been deleted.
Those are good hate comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that your haters talk to my haters and get more clever with their mean
Yeah,
things.
what do they say really mean things like that? Just
Mine are evil. Mine are racist, very racist. All of my haters look exactly like each other. They all look the same. They're all...
Now that she may be putting them in a box, but there's some truth to that. They kind of do. People who have nothing to do but hate online, they have a certain archetype, a certain build to them, a certain look. You know exactly what I mean. Especially if they're using like race things, if they're being racist or whatever. You know exactly the type. You know.
They're all in the military.
Man, I think that's like the worst part. As I can imagine, like
they all love Jesus.
It's actually a quite interesting phenomena to see all the different emotions she has around the people who do not support her, whether it be crying in an interview or venting to a guest, or in a joking matter like this TikTok voiceover she made.
Welcome to day 4 of becoming the person who I want to be myself 6 months to do. The part of this change that I want to make is not giving any weight to people's opinions who just don't matter, who could only dream of living a life as great as mine. I know who I am. I feel confident in the choices I've made in my life. At the end of the day, it's my life, not yours. My kids are happy because my kids are my whole world. It means I am happy. I'm also working at paying more attention to the people.
I hope this is not the actual speed of the way she's talking.
Who say nice, letting those carry more weight in my life. So thank you to everybody who's been, because there are way more of you than the people who hate. Still, fuck you guys who hate. There's really no reason for that. You do. If hating me makes you hate yourself less, then go ahead.
Oh, and last but not least, the one where she is
her inner
legitimately
monologue or some
crying
shit.
into a cell phone camera about comments online.
Okay, I hate to make a video like this because it's embarrassing, and I know that I'm gonna see this a month from now and be like, why did you post that? And also posting this shows that I care, and I don't. All the comments are about how I'm ran through, and oh, look, another one, or he probably doesn't know how ran through she is, or just mean things. As much as I wish that these comments didn't get to me, it's like, I'm human, and if you got this many negative things said about you every day, it would get to you too. Because I hope if you're one of the people who hate me, maybe you'll watch this and reconsider it.
Like, girl, if you do not put that phone down.
Posting as much because all of my comments are just so mean. People are so mean to me on the internet, and it's like, what? Because they say I sleep with every guest, and it's like, literally, I do not, but you won't ever believe that. One day my kids are gonna be old enough to read these comments, and it's like, why do you guys hate me so much?
You can't. This is sad to see her do this, but you cannot do this on the internet. You can't cry about comments on the internet. You really can't. And it's not because I'm saying that I'm trying to be insensitive here, but they don't give a fuck. They will not care. You're showing them weakness. Your haters, that is. You're showing them weakness. Your audience will care, yes. Your haters, no. That's what they're there for. You gave them what they wanted. Now they're just going to be emboldened and galvanized to do it more. You've just fanned the flames, basically, is what you did. Fuel to the fire. Oh, man. She's lost. she's lost, and it's not good to see, man.
I don't get it. I don't know what I did to deserve that.
I still will never understand people who are crying, tears in their eyes, and they open up the phone like, hey, let me record myself. It makes no fucking sense. One thing I also found interesting is that she has this stark shift between the character she plays on her podcast and who she believes herself to be in real life. It's almost like acting like this bitchy person on her show has damaged the way she feels about herself internally. This is something that she discussed on this podcast as well.
I'm like snapping into this like blunt, dry personality that I'm trying not to smile or anything. And then the most awkward part ever is when you're done. You stop and you're like, all right, that's a wrap. And then everybody is like, okay, let's be normal now. And like, it's such an awkward thing to do that every single episode is a little bit awkward.
It's because you're not being your fucking self. That's what it is. You have to put on a persona and act as if you are someone over and over again. You're still acting even after you've acted. There's a difference between assuming a state, right? So let's say you want to be successful, right? But you don't currently have that self-image. Well, first, change that self-image. Then, focus on the thoughts that you have. You can't control your first one, but you can control your second thought after that. After that, just be that version of you that is already successful. No one knows you better than yourself. You have to be very honest with yourself here when you do this. Be that version of you that is successful, that is whatever you want to be. First, it will feel like acting. First, it will feel like delusion. But the more you do it, the more you believe in it. You're supposed to put more stock into it. You will see results giving you more belief, galvanizing you, and giving you the discipline to keep on doing it. And that is how you change your self-image about yourself and actually become the person you want to be, instead of feeling like you're acting as you with a mask on, basically.
But now, as you saw in the new trailer, she really knows that her only chance to returning to prosperity is to return to making the same type of deadpan content that she became known for back in 2023. This is something she also admits here.
I feel like I got out of character for a minute there for a few episodes. I started to get insecure of the character because of comments, right? Because they're like, oh, that person's rude, she's whatever. But then I realized that's what grew my page. So if I'm editing a podcast and there's like too much of us being normal, I'm like, cut. That can't go in it.
But sadly, I do not think that even a
You see the language she's using being normal. She doesn't view the version of her that she wants to be as the normal version of her, which is why it won't work.
To this bitchy behavior was going to save her career at this point. Because at the end of the day, she, like many we have discussed before, whether it be the Hawk to a Girl or several others in the past, really had no foundation when it came to their fan base. You know, it's like all these people rushed in because her clips were going viral for a moment and she was with Drake and Lil Yachty and several other online stars. But at some point the bit does get old, and when everyone has peeked behind the curtain and seen that all the negativity has destroyed someone like this behind the scenes, her specific style no longer works. It's like the fourth wall has been broken, and it's no longer fun for those people who thought that she was genuinely like this.
Exactly, especially when she says, I'm acting, I'm acting, I'm acting. She said that over and over again. I'm acting like this, I'm acting like that. That's what it is.
You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken, just on the thing, you pull it off, and then you serve the dish. You need some motherfucking seasoning, man.
But I want to know what you guys think about the current state of Bobbie down below, and who would you rather be between her and Hawk Tuah? Because at least Hawk was self-aware enough, knowing that she was just a simple-minded girl who somehow found riches by talking about her ability to suck dick on the side of a street, who really rode the wave until it crashed horrifically. Now Bobbie, on the other hand, can't really seem to come to grips about how and why she got famous by bouncing around the industry, and she also can't see why that is her reputation, even though early on in damn near every single interview she was asking the male guest if they would sleep with her.
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Like, that man Drake was literally playing in her face throughout this entire interview, literally trolling her ass, and she was too blind to see it.
I have a lot of great friends.
Yeah. You do have a lot of those. Well, I want to be somewhere on the list.
Okay. I think we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I love that.
I thought we were last time, but then
We're
it's
getting
like,
close. We're getting close.
But either way, I do want to know y'all's thoughts down below.
Take what I said, my yapping sessions throughout the intervals of the video, when I'm talking about like mindset and whatever and your self-image. Take that to heart, because that's literally the best advice I can give you if you're struggling and you're having a bit of trouble with your self-image, and you feel like when you want to get better, you're acting instead of actually assuming and enveloping and living in that version of yourself that is what you want it to be. But with all that being said, 1,000 thanks for watching. Have a better day than me.